Hey guys, SaveAsUntitled here. I did switch around my lineup a little bit, but on this time on Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum, we will be going into the Colosseum, and I am not lying this time. Yes, I would like to join a knockout, and okay, you will be entering with the Pokemon you have in your party now. I hope you give it your best and aim for victory. We gonna pwn these bitches. For real. Pyrite Colosseum, Battle 1. It just, that epic music in the background makes you want to do this. What are you doing with your hand? I'm not gonna be easy to get a winning streak. Hunter, Hawk, again! Hawks! What the hell kind of name is Hawks? One thing I would like to say about the Colosseum before I get into my story. There are no Shadow Pokemon in the Colosseum, so you do not need any Pokeballs to try to capture them or something. And another thing I would like to point out before I get into my story, Shadow Pokemon do not gain visible XP. The XP is there, and they will get it at a later time that I would not get into, because that happens later in the game. But they do gain XP, but it doesn't show right away. And the more their Shadow Bar gets taken down, I think every bar they get taken down except for the last bar, they learn a new move. See how they have the question mark ones? They'll get one more move every time they go down a bar. So, the story I was waiting to tell from last episode is, one time I was at a skating rink for an event for my "Why do you have water gun? I hate you." And I don't know how that didn't do enough damage, but I was at a skating rink for an event at my school and I kind of got kicked out. You may be wondering, SaveAsUntitled, you're totally not a badass. How did you get kicked out? Well, one, I am a complete badass, and status conditions, Jesus. But it was a long series of events that led to me getting kicked out, and I will tell them to you right now. Well, first off, some of my friends really can't skate to go to my school. So we're in it's indoor roller skating rink, and you just do laps and laps, and they play music. So I saw my friends over this, like, they have a cushioned wall on the end. I'm like doing hand motions like I'm telling this to someone in real life right now. I don't know why, but there's like a cushion wall at the end of one of the circles on like the far side, on like the front, the top, and the bottom, not on the left or right. They have exits on the left and the right to like skate off. But my friends were on the other side of the wall. While I was skating around, and they wanted to talk to me, so I was like, okay, I could stop and get out and be lazy and walk all the other way. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna jump over the wall. So I just skated off. I hit my mic when I did that. Just hopped over the wall and went to my friends, and then I think one of the like officials, I don't know if there's a better word for that, but they're like the officials of the skating rink, came up to me that were skating around watching the kids. They're like, you can't do that. That's a warning for you. Don't do anything like that again. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. I won't do anything else. What? I forget. What did I do next? Ow! Why can I not remember this? Oh, no! Okay, sorry guys for my mental brain lapse for my story. Instead of them giving me a warning, what they did is the guy brought me over and I had to sit somewhere, and I was sitting behind the DJ, and this DJ was the whitest guy I ever... He had glasses, he had like a short haircut, and he thought he was a total badass. Like, you're not doing that ever again. You're such a... No, just listen to my rap music, because I'm so straight up G, listening to this Eminem and this Lil Wayne Young Money stuff things. I'm such a badass. And I was like, okay, bro, what do you want me to do? Just sit here? And then I can go when you tell me to? Okay, so I sat there, I was like, okay, and then the song ended, and I thought he said, you can get up when the song ended. So I was like, okay, I skated away and skate around, and then there's another the person noticed I got up because the DJ told one of the skating people around, and they're like, yeah, get that kid, he has to sit down here. And he came up to me like, dude, you can't do that. You're gonna sit down here for like 20-30 minutes. You're not gonna move. I'm gonna go get my manager, and he's gonna yell at you, and you shouldn't have done that. You might never come back here again. So they come back to this manager, and he's like this kind of tall black dude, and he was like, you can't do this. And then the white kid guy's like complaining to him the whole time. This kid did this to me, and he did this, and he did this, and he didn't even care about it. I'm like, and the black guy, and they're both just yelling at me. I'm like, okay. And they're like, you gotta sit out here for 30 minutes and stuff. And my friends would come by, and they're like, did you just get like yelled at by the whole staff here? And I was like, yeah, I'm just sitting here. I can't do anything. So they finally let me go, and I was my little like 12, 13-year-old self was pretty kind of pissed. So me being my childish self, what I did is, me and my friend JP, he's like a really, I don't know why this pertains to the story, but he's a really tall black guy. And we would go skating around, and every time we'd pass the DJ, we'd be like, your music sucks! It's terrible! Play something else! You're a terrible person! And even sometimes, because there's like a booth up there, and you can see him when he's poking out, in the back there's like a little stairs he walks down, we would skate like by the thing around the back. Like, it's set up where you go in a circle, and the DJ thing is in the middle of the circle on like a right side, so you can skate behind it and then come back onto the thing if you're good at skating. I'm pretty good at skating. I play hockey and everything, but that's not important. So I skated behind the thing, and I was like, your music's terrible, and I keep saying that, and they got the, I think he just got mad or something, and he got me to sit down again. He brought back his manager, and the manager's like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to leave. I can't have you harassing my staff. And I'm like, me being the stupid young person I was like, I have freedom of speech in the Constitution. You can't tell me to shut up. And he was like, okay. And I was like, I'm gonna sue you, bro. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, and I was like this little kid, and I was talking to this guy for a good 15 minutes. I'm like, dude, I can sue you for this. You can't kick me out for expressing my opinion. He was like, yeah, you okay, do that. You get your lawyer and you come back. Like, dude, what the hell's wrong with you? You're talking to a 12-year-old. He's like a grown man. He was telling me, yeah, you can't do that. This is my establishment. I want you to get out. Luckily, there's only like 10 minutes left, so it wasn't that big of a deal. My mom seemed kind of pissed at me, but I was like, whatever. It was worth it. But I don't, have I been back there? No, I think I was banned, or no, my parents didn't let me go to the next one because we have like 2 each year, and my parents didn't let me go to the next one. And I don't think I've been back there since. I want to go back there one time and just talk to them and see if they remember me. But yeah, that's my story of getting kicked out of my first public place. I don't think I'll ever get kicked out of somewhere again, because I'll be older, and unless I'm yelling at a manager, I'm gonna get the shit beat out of me, because I'm pretty sure I can't fight for my life. I've never been in a fight. Oh, here's another story that I can just go transition to. I used to be really bad enemies with one of my persons who's a really good friend now. If you're watching this, Nick, I don't know why you're watching these videos. Why? I don't know why you would be. These aren't that interesting to you. They don't really seem like they would be your forte. But him and I were... I'm gonna sound so stupid. Well, basically, if there's this... there's like the cool kids group of kids who would play football in our grade school, and then there's like other people who would just play football for fun. So we started like 2 leagues and everything, and I was like the owner of the one league, and it was some really stupid stuff. It was fun though, but it was really stupid. And me and my friend would be really, well, my friend, not at the moment, we would go back and forth. We were like the 2 leaders of the groups, and we hated each other. So one day I was like, I don't know why, I think the girls wanted to play football with us for some reason. I mean, win-win situation for me, but I was showing them like how to do stuff, and I saw my friend Nick just, well, not my friend at the time, I gotta put that in the back of my head, and I'll probably just keep saying that. I saw him walking somewhere, and they're like, I think they encouraged me on to do this, but I had a football, and it was a good, like, 35 yards, and this is when I used to be good at football. I took the football, I was just like, I chucked it. You just see him walking, bang, hits him in the head, he just falls. I'm like, oh crap, that was awesome. And yeah, I got a lot of trouble for that, and he was pissed off at me really bad for that. But it was a great throw. I used to be a really good schoolyard football quarterback. I could make great throws. I used to be great at it, even though I was probably full of myself back in, and that's just that coming back up in my mind. But that was a great throw. And that whole, I think my group was called the SFL, and then I don't know what the other group was called, but people always made fun of me behind my back because I thought of it as the school football league, but everyone said it was the Scott Football League. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but tell me if you guys are enjoying this story. Leave a like, favorite, comment. I think I'm getting better at telling stories, because these two stories sound like they've been going in good sequence, and now I'm just ruining it up. But one day, it was going to be like the ultimate showdown. It was going to be the SFL versus the other group, and everybody was ready to play. And then I think my group started losing, and I was getting pissed off, and I started like hitting people. And what happened is, wait, I think I chucked a football. It was like a mini football. It wasn't a regular size football, but I chucked a football at one of my friends now too, Joe's head, and he like flipped at me, and he like took the football, ran up to me, spiked it in my head, called me I think a spaz monkey. I didn't even know what that meant at the time. And I was like, dude, don't even freaking call me that. Get my... And I was like all mad. And then after that, we weren't allowed to play football for the rest of the year. And there's also this one, like, we had a class meeting for everyone, and they were like talking about how bad football was for us or something to that extent. I remember all the classes in one room. It was really funny looking back on that. How that all went over, and then we were not allowed to play football again. Middle school was a really fun time. I think I already told my last day story of middle school where I jumped out of a window onto the roof and stuff. If I haven't, leave a comment saying if you want to hear that story, because that is one hell of a story if I didn't already tell that. It was a fun last day at middle school. But let me think, is there any more middle school stories I can tell? I'm trying to think. Well, there's that. I just keep constantly embarrassing myself in this episode, but I don't care. I trust you guys. As long as you guys don't, like, if you're one of my friends watching this right now, if you post this to your Facebook, I'm going to kill you. I don't usually tell my friends about this LPing thing, because most of your friends, you like to keep this separate from your whole thing, and they would kind of make fun of you because they don't understand it. Oh crap! What was? Oh yeah. Well, my mom is a teacher at the grade school I used to go to, and when in the younger grades, I was a really bad troublemaker, and I used to get in trouble all the time. And then when I'd get in trouble, I would like start crying. I know I probably shouldn't be saying this. I'm really embarrassing myself bad. But one time, I think I do kind of remember this one, and a lot of my friends remember this, and they would remind me and make fun of me for it. It was in this one classroom, and I didn't want to go to the principal's office / my mom's room. So they were trying to pull me away, and I held on to the desk. I was like, no, I don't want to go this room. And they had to drag, I think they brought my mom in, and she had to drag me and tell me to get out of the classroom. I did that in front of all my classmates, and then, oh, that's some good times. Oh, that's some good memories. It's making me kind of sad that I'm not going there anymore, and I'm going to the high school of high schools, which I'm not going to name because I don't want to. Even though most of my viewers aren't from in America, or at least I don't think. If you're from America, well, now would be a good time to leave a comment or anything. And where are you from, guys? I don't know. That's just a random topic I'm gonna add in here. And while you're at it, like, favorite, comment. It just, I don't know why I said comment again twice, but it's just something that rolls off the tongue. But yeah, leave likes, favorite, comments if you like this video. Give me a shout out on your channel. Message me if you want to do something together and not like that, you creep. But how do you even pronounce that? Vickle? What the? I don't know. Freaking Japanese people making Pokemon games. And, am I gonna end this episode on a bad note during the final Pyrite Colosseum Battle of Excellence? On a note that I don't have another story that I can't think of right now, and wow, you look like a total boss. If you can beat me, Master Meowbig could tell Colin. I wanted to read that! Murez, again, stupid names. I just... Duh. Oh, I really wish Bagon was a Shadow Pokemon. That would be awesome. I think there's Shadow Pokemons in XD the next game, but I love that Salamence family. Why don't I tell you that story now? It was on my mind, and why the hell would I not tell this? Back during the Pokemon 10th anniversary, if you don't know, they had a tournament. This isn't really much of a story, but they had a tournament for video game players, and I saw this, and I was like being the little Pokemon nerd I was. So I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can I do this? Can we go? Can we go? And she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. You gotta fill out these things and do this. And I got into the tournament, and oh my god, it was awesome. They had it was actually pretty small, but a bunch of people together playing Pokemon. It was a fun time. I think I can still remember my team, and that whole summer I was like training up. I didn't know a lot about competitive battling at that point, so I was at a huge disadvantage, because in competitive battling there's this thing called Ubers, which are like the strongest Pokemon in the game, like legendaries usually. But I only had one Uber on my team because I used to be part of a forum called Pokemon Elite 2000. If you've ever been on that website, a fun website, that's where my competitive battling experience... Oh crap, he got critted. That's where my competitive battling experience comes from. But I saw this thing on Ubers. I don't know why I remember this like bits and pieces, but I was like, oh, it said something about Ubers like super overpowered and they're ridiculous, and I was like, I'm gonna be good. I'm only gonna use one Uber, Lugia. It was actually my Shadow Lugia from Pokemon XD. It was my team for the tournament. It was pretty much my team from XD, which is a really fun game. I might let's play it, and I do have a skin on my GameCube that I got at this tournament that's for XD. The tournament was held like this, like, I think there's a group of 64 and there's 2 brackets, and you play a game against one-on-one on Colosseum with your Game Boy, then you move up next round, move up next round. I think I made it 3 rounds, and I got beat by this guy who really looked like he knew what he's doing. I probably could have won, and I really wanted to win that trip as a little kid. I don't know. I don't think I was that disappointed because I did decent. I didn't do terrible, but I think I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't win and I didn't get that far. But it was a fun 10th anniversary. I don't think... What was the special Pokemon of the 10th anniversary? Was it a Jirachi? I don't know, but I believe I didn't get it because there's a huge line. No, I think it was a Deoxys. If anyone knows, leave a comment down below if you want to, and if you don't, I don't care, because no one else probably knows that. Because, I don't know why no one else would know that. And, oh crap, I'm running out of things to talk about at the very end of the video. I think I'm almost done. I want to see, how many Pokemon he is left in his spare. Okay. Does this use... I think this... Does this fight use a different battle theme? I think it does. I think there's like a Colosseum battle theme like this, and then there's a outdoors type battle theme like they have in Pokemon Gold Silver Crystal, where there's the Johto theme and the Kanto theme. That doesn't relate to that at all. That's two totally different regions. It would be more like the gym theme and that wild Pokemon battle theme. That's better. That's a better thing. I forgot to check the thing again. But I'm actually happy we got through this whole Colosseum without, well, cross my fingers, he only has 2 left. I think my team of 6 can finish out 2 Pokemon. But we got through this whole Colosseum without even needing to start over, which is great. And we only had a few die. I was just trying to get their shadow up. That was my main objective, beating this Colosseum and getting their shadow taken off, which will help them get their clean hearts and break away from the darkness of Chateau Pokemans. I don't know why I say Pokemans instead of Pokemon. It's just fun, because I'll say Pokemon so many times in this Let's Play. And I just... Even though it sounds bad to say it like this, I kind of want this episode to end, because it's been going really well with all these stories. I wouldn't want to start another one, because I'm at the very end of the Colosseum battle. And I should be finished up in a turn here or two. Yeah, unless Flaffy is super uber Haxor attack. I guess he does! Thank you, Flaffy. High five! Not with a digital Pokemon, that's kind of weird. And that is it. Now we are the champions of Pyrite Colosseum. And that will give us, as hopefully I think so, I do not know exactly, we should be getting a Shadow Pokemon for winning the Colosseum. Congratulations, you've won! Please accept your cash prize of $4,000. Jesus Christ. What is TM06? We'll be looking forward to your next entry. And let's text that TM real quick. It is Toxic, which is a very great move to Poison. I do not know if it's still buffed. I have 4th generation stuff in my head. And yeah, that should be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Colosseum. And yeah, next part we will be going to do the next part in the story, which I am not sure which it is, but I think we should be coming up on it soon. Yes, that will be what we are doing next right in front of us. And I've been SaveAsUntitled. This has probably been an extra long episode, and I hope you liked it with all these stories. And see you guys next